Imagine this. It's 10 years from now. You wake up, check your phone, your bank balance looks okay. Not terrible, not amazing, just average. You pause for a second, because deep down, you thought life would look different by now. More freedom, more control, more money. But somehow, you ended up exactly where most people do, stuck in the middle.
Now here's the uncomfortable truth. This isn't just your story.
This has happened to your parents, their parents, and generations before them. Different times, different tools, different opportunities, but the same financial mistakes. And if you don't see the pattern, you will repeat it too. Every generation believes one thing: we are smarter than the last one. You have more access to information than any generation in history. You can learn anything, anytime, from anywhere. So logically, you should be doing better. But most people aren't, because money is not just about what you know. It's about how you behave. You can watch hundreds of finance videos, learn about investing, saving, side hustles, and still end up broke. Because knowing doesn't change behavior. Emotion does. Money decisions are rarely logical. They are emotional. You don't spend because it makes sense. You spend because it feels right in the moment. You feel bored, so you spend. You feel stressed, so you spend. You feel behind in life, so you spend. Now imagine this happening across millions of people, across different generations, different situations, same emotions. And that's why history keeps repeating itself. Let's break it down. One generation believed in job security. Stay loyal, work hard, and life will be stable. For a while it worked. But then things changed. Jobs disappeared, costs increased, and many were not prepared. The next generation saw that instability and reacted. They wanted comfort, a better life. So they started borrowing more. Credit cards became normal. Buy now, pay later became a lifestyle. And slowly, debt became a trap. Then came another generation. They were told education is the key. Get a degree, work hard, success will follow. But reality didn't match the promise. Student loans increased. Living costs exploded. Salaries didn't keep up. So they changed their approach. Instead of saving for the future, they started living for the present. Travel, experiences, enjoy life now, which sounds good until there's nothing left to save. And now comes your generation, the most connected, most informed, most exposed generation in history. You grew up watching young millionaires on social media, people making money online, fast success stories everywhere. So naturally, your belief became, fast money is normal. But what you don't see is the full picture. You don't see the failures. You don't see the debt. You don't see the years of struggle behind the success. You are watching highlights and comparing them to your real life. And that creates pressure. Pressure to earn faster. Pressure to succeed earlier. Pressure to keep up. And under pressure, people make bad financial decisions. They chase trends. They jump into things they don't understand. They look for shortcuts. But shortcuts in money almost always lead to long-term problems. Every generation had its own version of this. Different tools, same mistakes. And there's another hidden force behind all of this. Your environment. You don't make decisions in isolation. Your surroundings shape your behavior. If your friends spend more, you feel the need to spend. If society upgrades, you feel the need to upgrade. If everyone is chasing something, you feel like you should too. It's subtle, invisible, but powerful. And today that environment is global. You're not comparing yourself to people around you. You're comparing yourself to the entire world. Every single day. Someone richer, someone younger, someone more successful. And your brain starts to feel like you're falling behind, even when you're doing okay. This constant comparison leads to stress, and stress leads to impulsive decisions. Spending more, saving less, taking bigger risks, all to feel like you're catching up. But here's the truth. You're not behind. You're just distracted. And distraction is one of the biggest financial dangers of this generation. Now let's talk about the most dangerous mistake of all, underestimating time. When you're young, you think you have plenty of it. So you delay saving, you delay investing, you delay learning about money.
Because it doesn't feel urgent. But life doesn't stay the same. Expenses increase, responsibilities grow, and suddenly time feels limited. Now you want to catch up, but money doesn't work like that. Wealth is built slowly, through consistency, through patience, through time. And when you delay, you lose the biggest advantage you had: time. This is why so many people regret not starting earlier. Not because they didn't have money, but because they didn't understand the value of time. And by the time they realize it, it's harder to recover. Now here's another truth. Most people don't break this cycle. Not because they can't, but because they don't feel the need to. Their life is comfortable enough to stay the same, but not strong enough to grow. They earn, they spend, they repeat. For years, sometimes decades, and before they realize it, nothing really changed. Same patterns, same stress, same results. So how do you break this cycle? You don't need something complicated. You need something most people avoid: clarity and discipline. You need to think long-term in a world that rewards short-term. You need to focus on fundamentals in a world obsessed with trends. You need to control your environment instead of letting it control you. You need to delay small pleasures for bigger freedom. And most importantly, you need to start before you feel ready, because you will never feel fully ready. Every generation had a chance to do this. Most didn't. Now it's your turn. You can follow the same path, or you can choose differently. Because in the end, this is not just about money, it's about freedom. It's about control over your life. It's about peace of mind. So the real question is, will you repeat the same mistakes or finally break the cycle?